Hey guys, Hutch here, welcome back to the channel. So recently Cam from Drive Auto Appearance sent me his bottle of GX-Lite enhanced graphene spray coating. It's a 1 to 2 year coating and it comes in an 80 ml aluminum bottle. It comes with 2 spray nozzles and an applicator pad. And so as a professional, this 80 ml will be able to coat several vehicles, so it's definitely worth the price. And as a hobbyist, the price is still really nice that you can get. Maybe if you have 2 or 3 vehicles, it should be able to coat all of those, and it'll coat your glass, your plastic, and your paint, of course. And so these clips are all going to be kind of close up because just to be honest with you, I was filming this originally in portrait mode for an Instagram post. The Instagram post ended up being 30 seconds and I took about 11 minutes worth of clips, but I didn't want them to go to waste, so I decided to convert them to landscape mode and to put them on YouTube. So I wanted to teach you how to apply GX-Lite, give you a little more information about it, and to show you the water behavior afterwards. So the first thing that you want to do is to completely clean the paint and decontaminate it. As you can see here, get all the bugs off, do a nice foam pre-wash, a nice hand wash, and then chemically with an iron remover or water spot remover clean the paint, as well as mechanically clean the paint with a clay bar. And so once we were done with that on this vehicle, you can see that the paint has no protection. It is completely clean. The water is flat. It is not beading or sheeting. So we are ready to apply the coating.
Our next step is to apply detox prep spray to the entire vehicle, including the paint, the plastic, and the glass. This is how you do it. Spray directly on the surface and wipe. Our next step is to use Drive Auto Appearance Infinite Gloss Ceramic All-in-One Polish, and what this does is it bonds to the paint, and then we buff this off, and we can use GX-Lite straight over this. This helps the ceramic coating to bond to the paint.
So we are using panel prep spray before the polish, and this is because we want the surface to be squeaky clean before we apply the polish, because we're not going to use the surface prep spray, the panel prep spray, after the polish, because we're coating straight over the polish, and that just helps to ensure that the ceramic coating is going to bond to the paint, the glass, and the plastic. And this doesn't provide a lot of cut. It certainly glossed up the paint. It removed a few imperfections, but if you have to break out the heavy cut compound to remove heavy imperfections, then panel prep spray, then polish, remove, and then coat, that's what you would do. But in this case, we had very few imperfections. We were just trying to gloss up the paint and get a squeaky clean surface, and then making sure that the GX-Lite would properly bond to the surface. That's what we did on this vehicle, but there are several ways to do it. So once you're done with the polish, then you buff off, and then you're ready to apply GX-Lite straight over the polish.
Okay, we are ready for the application of our GX-Lite coating. You just put in the included spray nozzle and your applicator. To start, you spray onto your microfiber, pick a section, crosshatch, and then wait 30 seconds to a minute, wait for it to rainbow or to sweat, and then you can remove the coating. Start by using your soft low pile towel, and then finish it up with your plush microfiber to make sure there are no streaks. Always shake your bottle first. I'm just going to do this section right here. Spray away from the car. And get a few sprays on there just to begin with. Been about 30 seconds. It's hard to see, which is nice because it'll make the leveling a lot easier, but you can see some rainbowing, a little bit of sweating, so it's ready for level. First towel, can immediately feel how slick the surface is. Next towel. Oh yeah.
So it's as easy as that, guys. I did one line down the middle of my imaginary box, and then from there I cross-hatched, and then it was about 30 seconds. We're fairly humid here in Kentucky, so it flashed a lot sooner, so about 30 seconds. And then apply this to your paint, your glass, and your plastic. It's super easy. The glass, it almost flashed on its own. The plastic, I basically just worked it in, massaged it into the plastic, and I even let my friend right here apply it to the glass. It was his first time applying a ceramic coating. This is his vehicle, and he thought it was super easy. I let him apply it to the glass just to see how easy it was. It applied to, there were two types of plastic trim on this vehicle. One was super smooth with some texture here, and then there was one that was really textured, which was that window trim, and it applied to both of those super easy. I wouldn't say that it restored the plastic because this plastic was still fairly new, but it really darkened it, made it more rich, and it really protected it, as you'll see at the end of the video with the results. So yeah, this is safe for all surfaces. I would even apply this to the wheels, which we didn't. I did a spray sealant on the wheels, but I would definitely apply this to my wheels as well. I think it'd work just as well. So now that GX-Lite is applied, this car looks fantastic. So this is a 1 to 2 year coating. You can drive away immediately after install, but you want to avoid water or strong chemicals for 48 hours, and you want to allow 7 days before a maintenance wash because the coating continues to cure. Now, as I said, it can be applied to paint, glass, trim, and wheels, but it can also be applied to carbon fiber, metals, gel coats, fiberglass, vinyl, and leather. And this can even be a topper for maintenance on their G7 Pro graphene coating or the CX Pro ceramic coating. So this is a very versatile coating, and it was super easy to apply. So 1 week later, I had my friend come back and I did a maintenance wash. And so after the wash, you can see on the side door, it is beading at the top and sheeting at the bottom. And I think what caused that is just we had rain within that 48-hour period. but you can still see that the coating is there. So that just speaks to how well this coating is, because on all the other surfaces, the glass, the plastic, it's sheeting, or it's beating amazing. The side trim, as well as the window cowl, the roof, and the hood, they're all doing fantastic. On those side panels, they're beating, but they're sheeting at the bottom. So even though it got wet, it still survived. So it just speaks to how well this coating performs. So if you want to check them out, driveandhighdefinition.com. I'll see you guys in the next video.